Alright, so this episode today is actually about a small poem that I did for a rose that I saw by the wayside. And the name of this poem is Rose in Her Revolt. She was never taught to hush. She bloomed in streaks, she bloomed in blush. A riot clothed in rogue delight, she split the seams of shaded light. No modest bud, no softened plea, she crowned herself audacity. Her petals flared in scandal's hue, a kiss of blood, a scream of dew. She didn't beg to be composed, she came undone, she overrose. Each stripe a wound, each fold a flare. She wore the sun like stolen prayer. The garden flinched, the shadows stared. The leaves grew quiet, none had dared to stretch so bold from dappled bed. But she burned the green to red. And what is grace if not defiance? Beauty raw and not in silence. What is a bloom if not a fight? To dare, to blush, to bite the light. It's 11 o'clock, or as we say in Berlin, 23 Uhr. And as I sit here, I'm wondering, why would luck have it that I decided to leave my newest mic at work today? Maybe it's because I have to do some recording also tomorrow. And, I was on the way from home today and I saw this beautiful rose. I captured it with my iPhone and came home, looked at it, and decided to write this poem. And while I was writing it, all these moments, all these memories came back to me of why I can see and appreciate flowers the way that I do. An old friend of mine once said, flower photography is for old women. And, I continued. I didn't let it stop me at the time. I just continued doing it because at the time, flower photography, when I learned it, it was very important to me. As, life turned out at the time when I started photographing, I had got myself a camera and, just clicking around, snapping around everywhere. And then life took a mean turn, actually. Found myself in some serious difficulties. I was not clinically depressed or anything like that, but times were hard. And I had kind of given up. But I came to a new place where I said to myself, I'm gonna get up and go out into the world and look for beauty. And had I not had my camera at the time, I don't know if I would have made it out. Oh, in retrospect, sometimes we paint pictures of past glory, past suffering, and past overcoming of difficult situations with a little more glamour. But, that time was serious, and I'm ever grateful to the universe for having taken me there, because it showed me that, sometimes we just have to step out into the world and do it with purpose, going out and trying to develop an eye for the positives that this world has to offer. Now, I went out, did flower photography for about 2 or 3 years, went through a phase that I called my flower fetish, and there are still some images of those endeavors online, for those of you who are interested. There are some really nice creations, collections, and what I like to call immortalizations of the ephemeral nature of this beauty that I decided to capture and give a life forever in bits. Alright, so this, as I said, just a moment of reflection. I'm not using my best mic, but I haven't used this one in a while. This is the mic that got me also into podcasting. So I'm trying to use the best mic technique possible right now. I see Kitty coming into the room. Maybe she comes up on the table and bounces the mic. Please excuse her if she does that. She's also one who's accompanied me over the many years of doing podcasting, 5 years I think it was. So, I think, she is worth a little bit of understanding if she makes a mistake.